My name is Sir Samurai, and tonight myself and Drake Frost go to war with the legacy of brutality. CJ Curse, Bobby Hart. Nothing but respect for those gentlemen. But I'll be honest, at the end of the day, I didn't come here to lose. We came to bring the violence. So gentlemen, I'm sorry for what is about to happen to you. To the crowd, you're welcome. We're gonna do a lot of stupid stuff. So, and it'll either work or it won't work. I don't get as nervous as I used to. And the heart doesn't necessarily beat as hard. When a match is about to happen, there is that moment of, I need to deliver. And then when you come through that curtain and they either cheer or boo, there is nothing like it. Because at that moment, everyone in the building, the eyes are focused on you, and you either deliver or you don't. My name is Joshua Littell. I wrestle as Sir Samurai, and I own Supreme Pro Wrestling in Sacramento, California. Olympic wrestling and professional wrestling are about as different as two things can get other than the name. Olympic wrestling is true competition. Professional wrestling is drama. It's a play. It's Broadway.
Bring that bell!
Going in, it's two athletes competing for the win, but somebody tells us who's going to win beforehand, and it's then our job to go out there and tell a story and get the crowd to buy into the story we are telling. Anyone off the street can sit down and get it. Oh, that guy's a jerk, and that guy, I hope he beats him up. It's, I guess, the most primal storyline in wrestling. Even though the fans know it's predetermined, and they know that my arch foe and I showed up together and we're probably going to Denny's afterwards, the important thing is, during that match, they have to completely suspend disbelief and believe that we hate each other. Pretty much every town in the country has its own independent wrestling company. A group of people get together, buy a ring, get a venue, learn how to wrestle, and it's called the independent circuit. WWE is the top professional wrestling company in the world. They are the measuring stick. They're where people go and make lots and lots of money if they're highly successful. SPW is a localized version of that. It's a community version of WWE. In the WWE, a wrestler does not change how he wrestles based on crowd reaction. Whatever he's going to do, whether the crowd makes any noise. Where at our level, we'll talk to the fans during our match, and we'll talk to them before and after. And I think that's what's special about indie wrestling. I think whether you're a wrestling fan or not, if you come to a show, you're going to have fun.
You get to sit up close to the ring. You have this personal connection to the wrestlers. You know, you go to WWE and you're at the arena there, and you're like sitting up in the nosebleeds or that close. You're right by the ring here, and you get to see everything. It's awesome. What the hell?
Monday through Friday we wait tables, we teach, we're janitors, we work at Costco, and then on weekends, around our real life work schedule, we travel wherever we can get the bookings, and we wrestle. There's different wrestlers, but a lot of us tend to be quiet in the real world, and wrestling is when we're on. Most of our wrestling personas are versions of ourselves, but louder and more in your face. We like to view a promo just like a match. If you're cutting a promo, you have to pretend the people watching it don't know you. They don't know your backstory. Because if they do, it's easy. If they already are bought into what you're selling, there's no need to sell it. But if you're a bad guy, without saying I'm a bad guy, or without saying screw you, you need to get the people to just not like you and want you to get beat up. And if you're a good guy, you need to, during your 30-second or 1-minute promo, convince them to believe in you and follow you and support you.
Okay, so I'll tell you when I'm ready, and then we'll do the 3, 2, 1 thing. Because I get super nervous in front of a camera.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It can move around, as we speak. You want to be different. You don't want to be just a regular sit there looking crazy. You want to move around, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, whenever you guys are
Where
ready.
do all these promos go? I never see them.
right.
It's wrestling personified Rick Luxury. I am the greatest mind in independent professional wrestling today. So tonight, Honor Society, I'm gonna break you, and I'm gonna twist you, and I'm gonna make you a pretzel.
I shouldn't be underestimated at all. You guys are about to see extreme.
You're looking at a 50-year young man, okay? Young man.
There's no one better in the game than wrestling personified Rick Luxury, and you can take that one to the bank. I hope you're ready, because united we survive, divided we die. Tonight you will be silenced by the violence. Get ready for a Doc Martin dental plan. Oi.
You guys can fade to black, right?
When I started as a ring announcer, I never dreamed that I'd get to wrestle a match. And then eventually I started training at the SPW Training Academy, and the goal was one match. I just wanted to do it once just to say I did it. And after that one match, I loved it so much, my goal was 500 matches. Like, I went from 1 to 500. Last year I did my 500th match. And now I'm 41 and the goal's 1,000 matches. And I'm at 616 because I keep track in my notebook. For me to be able to wrestle as much as I'd like, I have to wait tables every single night that I don't wrestle. Because if I'm going to wrestle, I'm going to get between 20 and 50 bucks. And if I'm going to wait tables, I'm going to get $100. So every time a company contacts me, I have to make the decision, is it worth it to take the night off of work and have less money this month so that I can wrestle? And I almost always, even if it's not worth it, I take nights off and drive to Atwater for 20 bucks just because any night of wrestling is better than any night of waiting tables. My 20s was pointless. All I did was study and then wait tables. Now that I'm a wrestler, worst night at work, tables screaming at me. It doesn't really bother me anymore because that's just what I do so I can pay my bills. It's no longer who I am. You can come and watch one of our guys start as a referee and become a wrestler, and then you see him on the internet, and then eventually you see him on the WWE, and that's a real-life Disney success sports movie story happening right in front of you. You don't get that in the real world as often as I think we should. You just get bills, and you get news of shootings, and just bad stuff thrown in your face nonstop. Wrestling gives you victories on a weekly basis. At my age and the way I'm built, I know that I'm never going to the WWE, and I'm probably never going to Japan or anything like that. It doesn't mean I don't work as hard as I can, but I want SPW to be a place that people come up from and then go do other things. There's nothing else in the real world that gives me the feeling of a good match. Day job, struggle to make rent every month. Can't run my air conditioner because I'm poor. There's nothing, and I think this is true of most wrestlers, this scratches an itch that nothing else can scratch. And it's so much fun. The brotherhood of the wrestlers. Every weekend traveling with my best friends up and down and watching them succeed. See the young guys succeed and do so much more than they ever dreamed they could do because of wrestling.
And I guarantee you, no one, I know where it's going. I never know where I'm going. And as I start, I'm like, I'll be able to,